Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark Malzar here, aka Divine Malzar nowadays online, and I'm an old school EQOA player. Started pre-fronts, moved on to fronts. My character's name was LP Meteora. I was a Paladin Guardian on the Castle Lightwolf server. EQA definitely held a special place in my heart back then, and especially today. When I got into it, it was pre-fronts, and I had got the game. I think I remember I was at some old gaming store in the mall that isn't around anymore, and I picked it up. I was like, wow, this looks really cool, because I was always into like RPGs and Final Fantasies and stuff, and I'm like, what? Online? This is freaking awesome. Alright, cool. All I gotta get is this adapter and this game, and I'll be right in. So, I jump right in. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. So, I get into it, and then I stopped. I didn't really play very long. I didn't really know what to do. I got in, I was like, wow, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And then I gave it another shot, and when I came back, probably like months and months later, and when I got back, I was like, wow, this is freaking awesome. Like, this is amazing. This game rocks. And I seen all these people running around, and I started my character in Kanos. That time was my first time I played. I was a barbarian, and I thought that was so cool. And I had my buddy who was playing, and he made a Shadow Knight. And then we stopped playing because we didn't know what to do, and we were on different servers. So I ended up making a barbarian shaman on his server and played with him, and then we stopped playing. I come back a couple of months later, and I made my paladin, and I started in Kanos. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And or I know some people say Kinos. I've always said Kanos. I don't really feel like changing it, so sorry. But yeah. So anyways, though, yeah, I'm playing. It's awesome. There's all these people all over the place. I finally make my way to Freeport. I'm like, wow, this place is packed. This is awesome. All these cool people, friendly players. You actually had to group up to do stuff. It was a meaningful game. You made friends. You communicated with people. You had to group with people to further yourself in that game is what made that game so special and dear to all of us in our hearts. You actually had to work with people, build friendships and alliances, go out, seek others, finish the quest, have a blast just exploring, XPing, grinding for hours, going places you've never even seen before, the magic of it, like just going into a cave, you didn't know what was in that cave, what kind of items were going to drop off, what mobs, is something rare going to happen, it was awesome, like rare drops, rare mobs, just so much fun. And then they released dueling, which was so fun. I remember I was kind of scared to duel first. I'm like, wow, is my character up to it? And apparently I kicked ass because me and my buddy OG Lionheart were the top tank duelists on CLW. Like, pretty much just ran deals on everybody. If you're a EQOA player from 2003 to 2006, you know about us. Like, we had a blast dueling. That was our thing to do. And it was really cool. And then, we kind of, all went to college and drifted off and sold our PS2s and stuff. And I wish I would have came back and visited it more because it got shut down on March 29th in 2012. And that really sucks because just recently I've really wanted to play again. And I am a humongous supporter of Sony. I mean, just look at this. PS3, PS4, doesn't stop there. PS2. I have a PS1 in the box in the other room. I don't really see the point in pulling it out though because my PS2 is the big fat one that's backwards compatible. So I mean, like I can play PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 games. I love them all. They're a blast, I'm a big supporter of Sony. I love Sony, and I love their consoles and their gaming and all that. And I really wish that John Smedley, if you're seeing this, would you please bring this game back? A lot of us really want it back. And a lot of people are saying, bring it to the PS4 as a PSN exclusive. If you got to make them have PlayStation Plus, whatever. That's going to make up for revenue of what you guys are going to have to do. A lot of people don't understand what really goes into it, though. For them to remake it, even for the PS3, let alone the PS4, they have to really kind of remake the whole game because it's not designed to play on them. These consoles aren't backwards compatible. If they released it on the PlayStation Network for PS3, it would be compatible on the backwards compatible ones, which, trust me, I'm sure a lot of us would go out and get one of those if you did it. Bring that back. Bring that console back, Your PS3 is still going to get a lot of sales, but, I mean, you're not going to do that either. I understand why. From a business aspect of things, it really doesn't make any sense to do that. For you guys to bring it to a new server, you're saying server costs are going to be more expensive for you to run it and upkeep it. People watching it. I'm sure, can't you guys get, like, bots, AI, to keep an eye on things? If something gets out of whack, adjust it. And if it gets real bad, send a guy over there. Have a guy checking in every, once a day or something, And if something goes bad, then send people over. I mean, you know, I really don't know what to tell you guys. A lot of us are willing to pay that subscription again, you know? You know, it was, you know, first it was 10 bucks, then it jumped up to 15. We're still okay with that. I mean, hell, if you got to take it from 15 to 20, I'm sure a lot of us will pay that. A lot of us will pay that 20 bucks. Make it $20 a month and, you know, make it, you know, PlayStation Plus required or something, even if you don't port it to the PS4 and you brought it to the PS3. Or, you know, just bring the server back up for the PS2. I don't know what you guys want to do, how you want to go about it, but a lot of us really want that game back, and you do stand to make a lot more money out of having it back. It's gonna cost so much money, you know, if it's gonna, then, you know, raise the prices is all. Make it worth your while. I know for a fact there's at least 1,000 of us that want to come back that I know of, and I'm sure there's a lot more out there that if they heard it came back, they would jump back into the game. You know, we understand you can't bring it to free-to-play probably. It's not going to really be worth your time. But, I mean, you guys are back in other games like DC Universe. You're back in that. You know, that's a free-to-play game. You can toss that out there for free. Why can't you throw out, you know, EQOA? You got your original EverQuest, which is 15 years old. You know, that's free-to-play. You know, you're not charging. I mean, people are gold members that pay for it, but there's a lot of people that aren't, you know, paying. That aren't getting charged to play that game, and you're paying for those servers. EverQuest 2, same thing. And then on top of that, you know, you let Project 99 have their own private server. I know you never officially okayed it, but, you know, we don't see you going after those guys. Great group of guys. Brought the original EQ to the PC back the way it was originally, and you guys are cool with that. I think that's awesome. You know, mad props and kudos to you. A lot of respect. I appreciate that. As you know, as a gamer, from a gamer's perspective, that's pretty freaking awesome, man. You know, you should do the same for us. I know there's a group of guys out there right now that are working on an EQOA private server. It's all over the internet. There's no point in not saying it or hiding it. Everyone knows about it. Give them the code. Let them do it. They're not going to try to make any money off it. They know they can't. They know they'd get their pantsuit off. They're okay with that. They're fine with that. They're willing to pay for their own server hosting fees and not charge anyone. You know, John Smedley, you really should take another look at this game, man. There's a lot of people that want it back. We all love it. We all want to play it again, and it would be really cool of you. So I'm going to stop this video at about 7 minutes and 5 seconds-ish because I don't want to beat everyone's ears up. But to all my EQOA players, shout out to you. If you're from CLW, you know, LP Meteor right here, Alt Paladin Project. My mage was like 49 or 50 or so. LP's mage or whatever, something like that. Can't remember that name too well, really. Honestly, I can't. And I'm starting to get towards 7.5 minutes. So, you know, all my fellow Nerathians out there from Tunaria, hopefully one day we can be back in that world again. And when we are, I'm good to go. I'll see you around, guys.